All right, good evening, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are right now. Welcome to Kingdom News Radio. I'm yours truly, Sherman Agard, aka The Voice. They gave me the voice, they named the voice. Imagine that, they call me the voice. So I welcome all those who are locked on Facebook. Welcome to those who are locked on Facebook. I have a guest in studio this evening. He's a good friend, and like a big brother to me. Eh? He's a big brother, he's my big brother. Yes, he did. He's like a big brother to me. I know him for some years. Ever since I gave my heart to Christ, over 30-something years now, I give my heart to Christ, and none other than Kelvin Caraby is in studio this afternoon with me to share some of good God work in his life, what God has done in his life. Good evening to you, Kelvin.
Hi, Sherman. Good evening to you. Good evening to our listening audience.
Yeah.
It's really, really a pleasure being here with you this evening. Yeah, being here with you this evening. You know, as Sherman said, it's been years.
Yes.
Really long years, yes, since we got in touch with each other.
Yeah.
And I really want to say how pleased I am with what God is doing in his life,
Amen.
in your life, Sherman,
Yeah.
where he has brought you from to where he has you today.
Yeah, amen. Good
And
Lord.
we can all reap the fruits
Yes, and we have
of
a
what
pause of
God,
that one.
what God is doing in
Yeah.
your life. It's really a pleasure
Yes.
my being here this evening.
And this is what it's about, in fact, to hear stuff, Kingdom News. First, the Lord gave me a magazine. I thought about Kingdom News magazine. I was in 2005 or something like that. I had that vision of doing a magazine. I started the magazine, I didn't do the whole magazine, I did parts of the magazine. And it was kind of costly that time, so I put it on the shelf, right? And I continued doing what I was doing, my IT work and stuff like that. And then COVID hit, and God said, well, I had the experience. God put me in different places to learn stuff. He put me in media company, one of the largest media company here in Trinidad. And I was asking God, why am I here? Why am I here in this media company, in fact? And he just said, just stay and soak in everything. And I did that. And here am I with Kingdom News Radio to have people like yourself coming to share what God has done in their life, in fact, and what God is doing now. And I said, here we are. Amen.
Yes. And as you said, why am I here?
Yes.
Yes, I can answer the same question.
Yeah.
You know, when I came here a couple of weeks ago, and I came through the gate, and your wife hailed me and said, Brother Caraby, how you going?
But
I said,
God.
But God. And
That's right.
as we go through this evening, I'm going to share my testimony with you.
Amen.
And to talk about some other things. But our session today is going to be very, very informal.
Yes.
We're just going to have a little chat, Sherman and myself.
Yes.
And we see where the Lord takes it from there.
Amen.
Okay?
Yes.
But to make a long story short, because I've been told on numerous occasions, Kelvin, you could write a book, about your life, the things that has happened
Yes.
in your life.
Yes.
But I want to remain sort of focused on what we want to do this evening.
That's right. Yeah.
In 2012, the 12th of November, 2012, on my way to work that morning, that's a real fateful day.
Yes.
I just felt, fortunately or unfortunately, I didn't use my vehicle because then I lived a Rima,
Right.
but I worked in Port of Spain.
Yes.
I didn't use my vehicle, I traveled to work.
Okay.
And on my way to work, I felt as though someone lit a forest fire in my stomach.
Wow.
The whole thing just felt heated and it just rushed up to my chest.
Yeah.
Sherman, I didn't know until 5 o'clock that evening because I went to work.
Yeah.
From work, I had to go to a doctor.
Right.
The doctor sent me back to work. On my way back to work, I called my principal. I tell her the doctor said I need to go to the hospital. By 11:45, I reached Mount Hope Hospital. And between then and 5 o'clock, they did 5 different ECGs on me because by then, all I was feeling was that there was this 10-ton truck on my chest. No pain, eh?
No pain. Attend.
Just the feeling, the compression of this thing on my chest. By 5 o'clock, the 5th ECG that they did on my back, not on my chest, on my back, because the previous 4 came back negative. The 5th one showed that I had a heart attack.
Oh.
From since 7 o'clock in the morning And this is 5 o'clock the evening.
Evening time.
That is when it was determined that I had a heart attack.
And since 7 o'clock in the morning, you're experiencing the sick.
So when I speak about but God, but God,
yeah,
I had a heart attack, they determined. And that changed my entire life. That's why I said that was a fateful day.
Yeah.
It changed my entire life. And why am I here today? I'm going to be discussing not just my health, but some other things.
Yes.
Because I honestly believe as I speak out, as I testify, as I say what has happened to me, most likely I'll be touching other people's lives. That's who will also be able to look back and say, but that fellow making sense, you know, or I can identify with what he's saying, you know, and really, it's God.
Yes.
Right? So that was the end of 2012. In 2013, I had angioplasty.
Oh.
Angioplasty means that they put stents, 3 stents. I had 3 stents placed in me, right? That was to open up the blockage in the arteries. I had that done. So from then, in fact, in January, late January, I ended up getting what they call septic shock.
Oh, I hear what that. What
yeah,
about?
Sepsis, blood poisoning.
Blood poisoning,
yeah. And up to today, I cannot remember between 1 o'clock and 11 o'clock the night. 11 p.m. is when I got up.
Right.
1 o'clock, I made my last phone call asking for help. And between that time, I knew nothing.
Wow.
I still up to today do not know what transpired between those hours. When I got up at around 11 o'clock, I was told that I was carried to Arima Hospital, then transferred to Mount Hope Hospital. And when I got up, when I actually opened my eyes at 11 p.m., I found a ring of my friends around the bed, everybody praying for me. But God. Then you had your medical issues. There are times I would have been in the hospital, so forth. Coming down to 2017, I was told in June 2017, Kelvin, you seem to be going good. Everything is going good with you.
2017.
Yeah, 2017. So this is 5 years later. By December 2017, second heart attack. Don't know what's happening. Second heart attack. I'm using all the medication I'm supposed to be using. I'm observing my diet. Second heart attack. Go to the hospital, spend 5 days in the hospital. By the time I came out of the hospital, the next day, massive heart attack. So in 2017 December, I suffered 2 heart attacks. The second one was a massive heart attack. That did extensive damage to my heart.
Yes.
Those of you who may be in the medical field, you would know what an aneurysm is in the apex of the left ventricle. All of these things that I went through. But God. And I continued like that. Of course, you're in clinic, you're taking your medication and so forth. But something else started to happen a few years later. My EF, what is called the ejection fraction in the heart, it started to get less and less. Until eventually I started to enter heart failure region.
Wow.
The bottom line to that was that in last year, 2024, I eventually had triple bypass surgery. Wow. And here is where I am now, a year later, the 11th of October last year.
Yes.
Triple bypass surgery. This is just over a year now. And here I am.
Amen. Give God praise, but God. In that time, I know you know God.
Yes.
And going through those challenges you experienced, in fact, you were there and you were asking God why, who, why, what happened, why am I going through this?
Yes, and I think that's a normal or a natural reaction. You understand? But one of the things in the midst of it I had to realize is that I always said, God, I don't want my worst enemy to go through this, to experience this. Because you see, from 2012 till let's say up to this year, my whole life had to be changed.
Right.
It was as though I was living in a cocoon, because things you would normally do, you had definitely to stop doing them.
Yeah.
You understand? In fact, I
Right,
had reached
yeah.
a stage where I had to retire from my job. I was a school teacher.
Yeah.
I had to
no.
resign. Well, I had done my time.
You done your time, yeah.
Right? So I just retired, right? And from then you're just home. You know, you have to be careful how far you go, how much you do.
Right.
Because the
Piecing yourself then, is it?
yes, the bottom line was that at any time, and you live with this at the back of your mind,
exactly.
you could drop down and die.
Exactly. So I was saying, based on that now, you know, based on the knowing that what could happen to you, in fact, you know, what was going through your mind that time. I know a lot of things were probably going through your mind. So, I mean, you were asking God questions, something that, why am I going through? I know God carries us through certain things, certain challenges for a specific reason, in fact, for us to come and share, you know, so for us to do certain things. So, I know I had a brother who passed too, right? My brother passed, and I was asking God, why? Because he was the oldest, I'm the youngest, you know?
Yes.
And Remy and he was tight, we were good. You understand? And I asked God why, and then I understand more and more. God then to reveal to me what happened. And even though he was sick with ailments and stuff like that, I understand what happened and why am I here now in this thing, doing this right now.
Yes,
because of him. You
Yes,
understand?
yes.
Yeah, so.
And most likely, I can say the same thing with me.
Yeah.
Because of what I went through.
Yeah.
That is why I'm here now.
Amen.
Definitely why I'm here now.
Yeah.
Because what happened is that 4 months after surgery, because I had surgery on the 11th of October last year.
Right.
In February, a friend of mine who knew what I had gone through,
Right.
he called me. He said, Kelvin, I want to send something for you to take a look at.
Yes.
Right? So I asked him what it is. He said, it's some products and things like that. And my initial response was, oh Lord, something has been a fed up. You understand?
Yeah.
And those of you who are listening to me, most likely you would have experienced
Something
that too,
like that,
because
yeah.
everybody seemed to be coming with something every Monday morning. That sort of thing. And you tell yourself, you know, I'm fed up this thing again.
You know, I just said that. Sorry, I just said that since I started this station, it's like every Monday morning, people come with something.
Yeah, with something.
Something, you know, but this is different. I mean, everybody have their thing, and you know, God. But when you call and you said so, and I saw the testimony and I saw what happened to one of our sisters, in fact, you know, I was like blown away. That in itself is a miracle itself. You know? So I said, Lord, I want to know more about this. Come on.
So what we're doing today is just sort of breaking the ice.
Yes.
Because we'll have other sessions coming on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
Where we'll go further in depth, right, as to what it's all about. But saying what happened then in February, out of just courtesy to my friend, I decided to take a look.
Right.
That was in middle of February.
Yes.
And Sherman, what I saw, I was amazed. Let me just backtrack a little. When I was being screened for surgery, one of the questions that actually blew me was when the doctor who was screening me, he asked me, is this your first time? And it really, really took me aback. I said, how do you mean if this is my first time? Because I was of the opinion, if you're having bypass surgery, and this is triple bypass surgery, is a one and done thing.
Not second, not fourth bypass.
That is it. And he said, no, there are people who you could get a heart attack after you have bypass surgery.
Yes,
that shook me. Because all along over the years, I've always been wondering, what is causing me to have these heart attacks now? Both parents died from heart attacks.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So you know that there is a family history and there is a predisposition to heart disease.
Yes.
I remember one of the times I was in the hospital, a doctor came, she said, Mr. Caraby, do you know you have heart disease? So I said, well, no. She said, yes, you know you have heart disease, you know. And you know what the end result is?
Oh.
And, you know, I really had to swallow that, right? So all along, I've always been wondering what is causing, or I know about your high triglycerides, your high cholesterol, you're taking medication for these things, you need to watch your numbers, your blood pressure, all of these things I know about. But still, I ended up getting 3 heart attacks in all.
Exactly, yeah.
Right?
Wow.
So I always wondered, is there something more?
There's something I'm missing.
Yeah, that I'm missing somewhere, right? So when I started to listen to these people with this business, with these products, and one of the things that the lady said who hosts is that she heard a quantum scientist say,
yes,
unless your blood is clean, you cannot get well. And I said, okay, that sounds kind of
logical.
Yeah, logical.
Yeah.
Because the life of the flesh is in the blood.
It's in the blood. Amen.
Right? So that if the life of the flesh is in the blood and something is wrong with the blood, then something is wrong with the life of the flesh.
Of the flesh. Yeah.
It started to make sense to me then. So if the blood is clean, then the life would be thorough.
Yes.
So I started to listen to what they had to say more. Because the bottom line was that, let's face it, people on medication through.
Yeah.
Right? No, I'm not knocking the medical fraternity because, in fact, let me just publicly say thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, to Mount Hope, because over the years,
yes,
I've heard people complain and say all sorts of things about Mount Hope.
Yeah.
I never experienced any negative thing. In fact, in Mount Hope, personally, I was treated extremely well. I was respected, I was taken care of on time, and all of these things. So let me say kudos to Mount Hope. I'm one of those who can say kudos to Mount Hope.
But God.
But God. Yes. But God.
Yeah.
So they started to talk about these products, but more than listening to what they were saying about the products, Schumann, every time they had a webinar, I went onto the webinar, sometimes 6 times a week, because I wanted to see how credible or how true this thing is.
Yes.
So that between the middle of February to the end of April, I was on almost all of the webinars, looking at it, gathering in information. And the thing that struck me is that I actually saw people coming onto the webinars and testifying as to what the products have done for them.
Yes.
But you were actually seeing a physical change in some of these individuals.
Yes.
That astounded me. Because I'm saying that if this could really be happening like that, and people abroad are experiencing that type of result, what about us in Trinidad here?
Why we can't experience that?
Yes. You see, the bottom line is that, okay, I believe in divine healing and all of these things, right?
Yeah.
But the reality also is that there are many believers, even pastors themselves, apostles, whoever it is, have health issues that they are struggling with. That is the reality.
Yeah, that's right.
You understand? So when I saw this, I said, but suppose this could impact my people in Trinidad just as it's impacting outside them. Right? And then I heard 2 terms that I was never privy to before. One is zombie cells.
Yeah, zombie cells.
It's the first time in the medical fraternity it's called senescent cells. Right? Zombie cells. And then I heard about nanoplastics. And then they started to talk about microcirculation nutrition. Now, if you ever got a cut on your finger, what happens to it?
Bleed.
It would bleed, definitely so. But in your whole system, there is your macrocirculatory system. That is your veins and your arteries and so forth. But there is also the microcirculatory system. That is the small vessels, There are billions of them in your bodies. The capillary, the venules, the arterioles, all of these things make up your microcirculatory system. So that when you bleed, when you get a cut on your finger and you bleed, that is not your macrocirculatory system. That is from your microcirculatory system.
Yes.
All right? Your microcirculatory system makes up about 70% of the circulatory system in your body. Now, when these systems are clogged up, now I am talking about the first time that I'm hearing about this. When your microcirculatory system is clogged up, it does not begin from your macro.
No.
It begins from the microcirculatory system. And then as they are clogged up, it goes on to the macrocirculatory system. When I started to understand that, and I knew that the arteries in my heart were clogged because they had to put in stents and so forth to unclog it and things like that. Then I started to realize, I said, but if the macrocirculatory system in my heart was clogged up, it means that the microcirculatory system was clogged up long before.
Long before.
No, let me say this, folks. I am not a medical professional. Okay, I am not a doctor.
Don't call him doctor.
Right? The things I'm discussing are basically from my own experience, what I've seen with me, right, and what I've learned. So this session and the following sessions are basically for education and information.
That's right.
Please do your own
research,
due diligence. All right. Don't say Brother Caraby says
Dr. Caraby says.
Don't say anything like that, right? So you need to do your own due diligence. But this is what I started to realize. And in education, we have a term called the aha moment. That is, when you look at a cartoon and then like the light bulb just turns out in the person. And I said, it. Then I had an aha moment and I said, most likely, here is where my problem lies. Why it is I had these battles with the heart attacks. Because the macrocirculatory system is being blocked up, because the microcirculatory system is already blocked up.
A long time.
And no, that makes sense to me, right? Talking to you guys in the in Radio Land, maybe you may find that it making sense to you, or maybe some of you may not. But this is what I actually looked at. So when these folks started to talk about the microcirculatory system, they started to talk then about the nutrition and how they have these products that's made from plants, the molecules of plants, using what's called quantum technology. And these molecules are able to get into the microcirculatory system and clean it out from zombie cells and nanoplastics and inflammation and parasites and all of these things. Parasites. And, parasites also. And then it comes back to the life of the flesh is in the blood. Now, how did this all get started? We're going to play you now a video, listen to it, and then we'll get back.
All right, I'm going to play a video here. Get the video up and running.
Our story begins in the aftermath of World War I, when the Spanish flu pandemic claimed 50 million lives. Desperate for answers, royal families turned to top scientists to uncover the root cause of illness and the effects of aging, using only the power of plants. For decades, this team of brilliant minds studied and isolated the highest frequency molecules from 44 of the most powerful healing plants on Earth. After 30 years of meticulous research, they achieved something miraculous. This breakthrough laid the foundation for discoveries that would later win Nobel Prizes in the 1950s, recognizing the vital role of nutrition and oxygen in the body. The evolution continues. In 1973, a special team of European scientists took this research even further. They documented and perfected a process to extract the most nutritious parts of each plant, refining it from over 150 million possible combinations. This led to the creation of iHercules, the most advanced breakthrough in nutrition available to this point in history. iHercules is built on a precise blend of plant nutrients delivered directly to the bloodstream, bypassing common absorption issues. These formulas not only supports the body's internal systems, but also presents a new frontier in reverse biological aging. The story of this extraordinary super nutrition technology spread quietly among the elite and privileged, known as straight from God's garden. iHercules was trusted by adults, babies, pets, and animals alike. It was a safe, potent solution that enriched the blood, enhanced microcirculation, and targeted zombie cells, helping raise the frequencies of the body's immune system. As the elite experienced life-changing results, a visionary businessman saw an opportunity. His mission was clear: to bring this once exclusive technology to everyday people at affordable prices. The evolution continues. This visionary imagined a world where anyone could benefit from these technologies: iHercules, iRevive, and iHercules high-frequency eye patches, without needing to visit clinics or doctors. He dreamed of making these advanced formulas accessible, affordable, and available right at people's doorsteps. He connected with prestigious partners who could help his vision become a reality, and something new was born. These once secret formulas, now simply known as X, combined with the process to extract the high-frequency healing molecules, they put it all together, and new extracts was born. The evolution continues. Today, New Extracts champions 3 extraordinary products, each transforming the health and well-being of families worldwide. The global expansion has begun, and now you are the next phase of this remarkable journey. Are you ready to be part of the evolution?
That's it.
Okay.
Listen. Getting back to it now. Boom. We're back. Yeah.
Okay, so that's it. So in my story, I had reached up to the end of April. My May month, I was convinced because of what I was hearing and what I was seeing. So I actually acquired these products and started using them myself. So let me explain what I saw happening with me. Remember I told you that in November 2012,
Yeah.
I had my first heart attack.
First heart attack, yeah.
A couple of years before that, however, I started seeing a blue ring forming around both pupils of my eyes.
Blue ring.
Blue ring, very, very pronounced. So pronounced that people used to comment. Hey, Kello boy, you're getting you have blue eyes.
Blue eyes.
That sort of things. Your eyes looking lovely. Only to find out after I had the first heart attack in hospital one day, a doctor came to me and she said, Mr. Caraby, you realize around your eyes are blue? I said, yes. Well, I always used to feel that this is a nice thing, right? She said, do you know that that is cholesterol deposit around your eyes? That took me back. I said, no. I always felt that, this was, let's say, they say it enhances, I'm putting it nicely, I'm on air. Yeah. It's enhancing your good looks, that sort of thing.
Yes.
Right? She said, no, that's cholesterol deposit. She said, you have any in your elbows or anything like that inside your elbows? I said, no. She said, okay. So I asked her, I said, okay, doc, how do I get rid of that? She said, no, that's permanent. That does not move. A few years later, I went to do an eye test. And the optician said, oh, you are one of the, after he looked in my eyes, he said, oh, you are one of those people. I said, oh, what do you mean by one of those people? Regardless of what you eat or what you don't eat, your cholesterol will always be high.
Wow.
No, I had known that before, right?
Right.
So I said, but how do you know that? He said, because of the blue ring
In your,
around your eyes. I said, okay, so I've always had these blue rings,
yeah.
pronounced blue rings around my the pupils of my eyes. Then also I started to develop a skin disorder that's called psoriasis. So I've been living with psoriasis a number of years. Even before I started to get ill,
Yeah.
I had these things on my skin. Then when I had the surgery, when I got up, when I was awakened, I had a number of tubes hooked up all over me or whatever it is, and I was told that both of my lungs had collapsed during surgery.
Yes.
And the possibility was that I could have died. Right? Again, another but God moment.
But God.
But of course, when I got up and they did what they did eventually. But I had to use a device that was supposed to help expand my lungs. Right? So you blow in and you blow, that's something like that, right?
Yes.
To expand the lungs and so forth. So I'm now coming into April this year having these other issues, and I started using the products. One of the things that happened is that somebody asked me, Kelvin, what happened to the blue rings around your eye? I said, well, I know, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
The blue rings had dissipated.
Dissipated.
In fact, the intensity of blue had really, really faded. No, I'm not saying that it's gone completely,
Yeah.
right? But it has faded a lot. Then I realized using another one of the products, the psoriasis,
Yes.
started to disappear. It's not totally gone, but it has really, really been in remission. And then the lung issue. One day I just automatically took a deep breath, and I just felt as though something popped in my chest.
Yes.
And I was able to breathe much more deeply than I was able to breathe before. These are some of what I've seen happening. Now, let me say this. These products do not heal, cure, treat, diagnose, prevent anything.
Wow.
What they do is that they bring your body in the position where your body can heal itself.
Right.
So that as you now continue to have your blood cleanse, and as we go into other sessions, I'm going to explain this in greater details. But as your blood is cleansed more and more by using these products, your body, your immune system, which was compromised and suppressed all along because the microcirculatory system is blocked up, as they are being unclogged and your system is now being clean, your blood is now being clean, your immune system now has a greater vision, it's able to better function, your stem cells are now reactivated. And what you find happening now is a whole process. I'm not going through the whole process now, as I said. As other sessions, we'll go into it, right?
Yes.
But basically, this is the process that takes place. And your body, as it's put in the position, your body is now able to heal itself. Why? Because the blood is now being purified.
Right.
And if we understand the life of the flesh is in the blood, As the blood gets cleaner, you find then that the flesh becomes healthier. The body sees about itself.
Amen.
Now, this microcirculatory nutrition that we are talking about is not pharmaceuticals, is not supplements. It's the microcirculatory nutrition technology that is being used here. So what you find happening then is that your body is able to respond better. Why? Because it's simply plant food. It's molecules from plants that have been used through quantum physics and brought to the level where they are now be able to feed your body, clean your blood, and as your blood is cleaned, your body itself is now able to respond positively. So that when I started to see the results, I said, okay, I started very, very, very slowly introducing it to other persons. Now, Sherman, you have seen some of the results, and that is one of the reasons why we decided we're going to be doing these sessions.
That's right.
All right?
Yeah.
So that, as I said, in subsequent broadcasts, we will be bringing on individuals one by one, so that they'll be able to testify as to how these products have been helping them. Again, I want to say the products do not heal, treat, cure, diagnose, or prevent anything. It's plant food, molecules from plants, 44 of the most potent plants in the world. That is, quantum physicists have been doing their experiments and so forth on, and this is what they have come up with. As I said, you can go and do your due diligence. The name of the company is New Extracts, NUXTRAX. I am an independent New Extracts credited coach. All right?
That's right.
So you can go and do your own due diligence, and then you decide for yourself if you are interested in these products.
You know, sometimes when you see certain things, for example, our mutual friend, the condition of how she was at that point in time. You don't hear about those things, you hear from father. You might know the person.
That is exactly it.
You mightn't, but this person, I know this
we
person.
Know this person growing up from small.
Exactly.
Yes.
You understand? And I saw the transformation of what that product,
what it did for the person.
What it did for the person, in fact, you know. So I was like, wow, this is somebody I know personally.
We know personally, yes.
So people, I understand. I on this. Trust me, this is different. This is totally different from all the other products that I've heard.
Yes,
I heard about stem cell products, you know, different set of products with stem cell and stuff like that. You know, other people have other products may deal with certain things, you know. Sometimes mightn't work with you, in fact, you know. But I believe this one is all natural.
Yes.
All natural, and that's what again, as you mentioned earlier. I remember a long time when they were about to go to school for September. Purge time. Clean out the blood.
And you see, the thing about it is that what we need to understand, a colon cleanse, a purge, and all of these things do not get into the microcirculatory system, right? Because one of the products, the eye Hercules, you spray it under your tongue and it goes directly into your bloodstream. It bypasses your digestive system. But the other things we are accustomed to is really have to go into your digestive system and do what it has to do there.
Hold your nose to go down.
And it doesn't really get into the microcirculatory system. And this is why when I listened and I heard about the microcirculatory system and the zombie cells and the nanoplastics, as I said, as time with subsequent broadcasts, we'll be looking at these things in detail. How these zombie cells really mashes up your inside and your organs and all of these things.
Well, even one of the I heard, in fact, right? One doctor, and said she's a doctor. Cancer cells, they are parasites, she said.
Yes.
These are parasites. So if you get something to take care of these parasites, oh my goodness. Fellas, I have some guys outside there who I know who have some challenges with their health and stuff like that. I mean, guys, audio listen to the program. I'm going to play the video again one more time, so I didn't get the audio I wanted, but the heard was kind of soft, but I will play the audio again, all right, before we leave. And when
Yeah,
at
sure.
the end, in fact, I'll play the audio again, so we can listen to it again and again, right? So go ahead. Anything else?
So one of the things I want to emphasize, I am not here to sell you anything. Eventually it's going to come to that, yes. But before I do anything like that, as I said, I'm here to inform and to educate.
Yes.
Just as I did. It took me 3 months to make a decision.
Yes.
Why? Because I wanted to ensure that I understood, I have all of my information before I make what I consider to be an informed decision.
That's right.
However, I have had the experience where some people tell me, Kelvin, is you. I trust you.
Yeah. I have nothing to say. Yes, you know what I mean? I have nothing to say.
I trust you. And let's deal with this one time. Because I have some issues and I want to handle it. Okay? But generally, I prefer people.
I can relate to that. You know?
Yes.
I can relate to that.
To do their own due diligence and then make an informed decision.
Yes.
What I want to do too before we close off is give you some additional information.
Yeah.
On Sunday nights, there is a webinar,
Right.
careclass.com, KARECLASS.com. Since I started viewing this in February, I have not missed a Sunday night session as yet.
I was on last Sunday. So.
You were on last, right. And what happened is that she speaks about herself. Now, this lady, her story is that she was in a car accident and she was in a wheelchair for 2 years.
Wow.
She saw a quantum physicist saying, unless your blood is clean, you cannot get well. She started using these products, and after 2 months, her story is that she got out of the wheelchair, started to walk because she couldn't walk before, and hasn't been in the wheelchair since then. That blew my mind. Do not miss Sunday nights, 9 p.m. TNT time, KARECLASS.com. Go onto it, and very, very importantly, you are also going to see people calling in and giving their testimonies. Now, sometimes some people give testimonies that you would be able to relate to. I've seen that happen already. You would be able to relate to some of these testimonies. Go on and see for yourself. And in addition to that, on Monday coming, which is a public holiday, we are having a physical presentation at Center of Excellence. We start at 11 a.m. How do you get to the location? As you come into Center of Excellence and you swing right, you come around by the big tree, there is Cafe Rustique. Right next to Cafe Rustique, there are 2 double gates. There is a double gate, I should say, right? That is the entrance to the pool area. As you enter there and you look over to your right, you are going to see a rust-colored building. Come right in, walk around the pool, and come to the rust-colored building. It is free of charge. Just come to see and hear for yourself. Now, what we are doing also is that we are trying to put documentation in place. So we are trying to get records of individuals before they get started and after they get started. Because they speak about a 4-month blood upgrade. In other words, you need to be using the products for a minimum of 4 months. During that period of time, you would start to see progress being made. But every 4 months, your red blood cells are renewed. And when I'm discussing later in other broadcasts, I'll go into details with that, right? But they speak about a 4-month blood upgrade. All right? Now, we're in Trinidad. And what some Trinidadians do, because we are accustomed to what we call quick fixes.
Yeah.
You get a pain,
Put a
you
plaster.
take a tablet or you put a plaster. You understand? And you're good. But you haven't really dealt with the underlying issue.
Yes.
Like somebody told me she had one of these sprays and her grandson was coughing. And she said, Mr. Caraby, I put 3 sprays under his tongue and the cough didn't stop. I said, okay, do you know why he was coughing?
Yeah.
No. But we are accustomed looking for the quick fixes.
Quick fix.
Right? And then sometimes what we do is that we try something or we use something, and if in a day or two nothing happens, oh God, this thing ain't good anymore, this thing don't work, this not for me.
Yeah.
This is not like that. If you have been developing an issue over the last 5 years, why should you think in 2 days,
2 sprays,
you should be able to overcome it? You understand?
Yeah.
So it takes time to get to the root cause of your real issues, right? And this is why we try to tell people, listen, you're going to be using this thing over a period of time.
Yeah.
So we have coming in on Monday personnel that's going to be doing full body scans.
Body scans, right.
If you're interested, these full body scans cost $300, right? You can come get your full body scan done. So we'll be able to see what you are like at the beginning, and then 4 months after you'll do another one, so that we'll be able to have documentation. When I say we, I mean you, the individual. We'll be able to have documentation as to how these products have been progressing. You know, in listening to these Sunday night sessions, we speak about four months.
Yeah.
People have been using this thing for 3 years, right? For long periods of time.
I saw
right?
a lady, she's 80-something years, she said she go there live about
yes. That's it. Because I haven't touched on it, that's for another session.
Yeah.
It actually, and there is documentation to prove it, it actually reverses the aging process.
Yes, this lady.
Because as your red blood cells are renewed, right, your whole aging process is also reversed, but we'll go into that in due time.
The lady said she had to drive, she was driving, she had to go back and drive again just I said, what?
Yes. Right? So folks, I really want to encourage you, come back or come on Sunday night.
Sunday evening, yeah. Sunday.
And then if you are able to in Trinidad here, come and join us 11 a.m. on Monday.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
we want to start on time, not Trinidad time. 11 a.m. sharp.
Trinidad
we
time.
want to start, and we're going to have our session then and there.
And I saw last Sunday too, they talk about other products they have on it. A patch, they say. A patch.
Yes, they have the patches. Now, the patches really would be exclusive not to countries outside the US. Right? There are 36 countries, 37 in all, but 36 outside the US. So the US is 37 country.
Okay.
But basically the eye patches,
yes,
right, are for the countries outside of the
Outside
US,
of the
right?
US.
Yeah.
Okay,
But we'll talk about how you
you
can
do
go
so.
about getting your patches and you get your spray and your cream and things like that.
Yeah, that is much, man. Log on tomorrow night?
Yes, tomorrow night, 9 p.m.
9 p.m. Go on to the website.
careclass.com. Go on and see for yourself.
And those out there listening, if you look, I will post up the link for you guys. I'll post the link on our Facebook page so you guys can go and get it, right? Get it right there and then. Yeah, Facebook page.
Amen.
Yeah, so and again, anyone outside there who want to have a question, you can send a voice note. We could even call 242-3827. You can give a call, you can send a text. You guys can give a little feedback, something like that this evening, yeah? And in the meantime, I'm going to just play an ad here for us and then let's listen to this ad concerning Monday afternoon. Shown how you can live longer and experience a healthier quality of life, you would be interested, wouldn't you? Join Kelvin Caraby as he presents to you microcirculation nutrition and how it can positively impact your health by eliminating zombie cells, nanoplastics,
You're listening to KNR, Kingdom News
Monday the
Radio.
20th of
We're
October,
on,
2025,
and
Center
we're
of
online.
Excellence, 11 a.m. sharp. For more information, you can call 744-8681. Quantum Wellness, the experience. Experience quantum wellness. The life of the person is in the blood. Without clean blood, you cannot get well. If you can be shown how you can live longer and experience a healthier quality of life, you would be interested, wouldn't you? Join Kelvin Caraby as he presents to you. I might be back here on Kingdom News Radio with Kelvin Caraby. Quantum, they say quantum physics, you know. Quantum wellness. Almost the quantum physics.
You know, I can go ahead?
Yeah, go ahead, yeah.
Okay. One of the things I want to add also is that, yes, I've been using these products. Yes, I've seen things happen with my body. But I want to indicate that I am not saying that these products did it.
Go ahead, yeah.
But what I'm saying is that these products are the only thing that I use different from what I'm accustomed using.
Yes.
And
that's
I
a question.
understand also that the products have impacted my body, and it's now bringing my body to the place where the body is healing itself.
Yeah. So, on that same note, can someone take the medicine, prescription, and stuff like that, and take this at the same time?
Oh yes, definitely, because due to the experiments and so forth that have been done, conducted in Europe, there is no counter-indication with any type of medication.
Right.
In fact, we usually insist
Continue taking.
people do not come off of their medication.
Right.
We are not doctors. We cannot tell you need to do this, that, or the other. Stay on your medication. But what happens is that as you take these products and it starts to clean the blood, you find the efficacy of the medication that you are taking increases because now your system is getting cleaner and the medication you're taking can have greater results.
Greater results, yes, that's right. Okay, good. All right, anything else we're missing out here? Anything? I want to play the video again because I think the video audio, I didn't get how I wanted. I don't know why, but it was good all the time. But play it again. So anything else you want to add to it?
No, not necessarily. I just want to encourage you guys tomorrow night, 9 p.m. and then on Monday, we're looking forward to having you with us.
All right, great. Thanks a lot. Thanks again, Kelvin Caraby. Thanks for coming out. I'm looking forward to coming out every Saturday evening from 6 o'clock.
Every Saturday evening, 6 o'clock,
6
we'll be
o'clock.
on.
We'll be on here and to give you more information concerning the quantum wellness. Yes. All right, thanks again very much for being here.
My pleasure. It was nice being here. God bless each and every one
God bless
of
you.
But God.
Our story begins in the aftermath of World War I, when the Spanish flu pandemic claimed 50 million lives. Desperate for answers, royal families turned to top scientists to uncover the root cause of illness and the effects of aging, using only the power of plants. For decades, this team of brilliant minds studied and isolated the highest frequency molecules from 44 of the most powerful healing plants on Earth. After 30 years of meticulous research, they achieved something miraculous. This breakthrough laid the foundation for discoveries that would later win Nobel Prizes in the 1950s, recognizing the vital role of nutrition and oxygen in the body. The evolution continues. In 1973, a special team of European scientists took this research even further. They documented and perfected a process to extract the most nutritious parts of each plant, refining it from over 150 million possible combinations. This led to the creation of iHercules, the most advanced breakthrough in nutrition available to this point in history. iHercules is built on a precise blend of plant nutrients delivered directly to the bloodstream, bypassing common absorption issues. These formulas not only supports the body's internal systems, but also presents a new frontier in reverse biological aging. The story of this extraordinary super nutrition technology spread quietly among the elite and privileged, known as straight from God's garden. iHercules was trusted by adults, babies, pets, and animals alike. It was a safe, potent solution that enriched the blood, enhanced microcirculation, and targeted zombie cells, helping raise the frequencies of the body's immune system. As the elite experienced life-changing results, a visionary businessman saw an opportunity. His mission was clear: to bring this once exclusive technology to everyday people at affordable prices. The evolution continues. This visionary imagined a world where anyone could benefit from these technologies: iHercules, iRevive, and iHercules high-frequency eye patches, without needing to visit clinics or doctors. He dreamed of making these advanced formulas accessible, affordable, and available right at people's doorsteps. He connected with prestigious partners who could help his vision become a reality, and something new was born. These once secret formulas, now simply known as X, combined with the process to extract the high-frequency healing molecules, they put it all together, and new extracts was born. The evolution continues. Today, New Extracts champions 3 extraordinary products, each transforming the health and well-being of families worldwide. The global expansion has begun, and now you are the next phase of this remarkable journey. Are you ready to be part of the evolution?
All right, again, thank you guys for blogging on the Kingdom News Radio. Blessings to all those who are locked on. Thank you again, Kelvin Caraby. Remember to log on tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock. I'll put up the link for you guys. And on Monday, the 20th, 11 a.m. at Center of Excellence. Yeah, 11 a.m. Center of Excellence. It's all free. You can come and get more information concerning the micro. Let me get to say this thing.
Microcirculation nutrition.
Microcirculation nutrition. All right. And the DIAD. Okay. Makes sense. All right. Have a good one. Thank you again. Brother Caraby. Blessings to you. Have a good one.